been in effect for almost thousands and thousands of years.
Yeah.
Why
And I
now
understand.
would you have a problem with something and say that, hey, this needs to be
But
changed?
it's just a changing of the times. I would understand. Like, I mean, it says in the book that a lot of shit will just start flipping on its own. And of course, I mean, think of it's an election year. A lot of people are there are a lot more younger voters out there. A lot more optimistic people out there. He's trying to gain the support of the younger crowd.
Trying to gain the popular votes. And the one way to do that, of course, is now all the candidates, of course, like you said, are just saying, yeah, for gay marriage, what's wrong with it?
Yeah, of course. He had, Obama, just came out. He had the balls to pretty much say, hey, I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, actually, Joe Biden said shit at first. So, of course, Obama felt that he had to come out and say it. So.
Yeah, this is the time frames that we live in here today. The political time frame. I'm not good with the political correctness, but for the most part, I hate politics. I don't vote.
Too.
Haven't voted for since forever. Haven't even registered to vote.
Yeah,
so
me neither.
if you're looking for me, you're probably gonna have some hard time finding me. No, you probably still find me, but I'm never gonna vote because there's no candidates.
Well, there's
that
no point in
represent us.
voting anyway because niggas is already handpicked.
Well, that too. I mean, yeah, they kind of just put there, and then you select from that group of candidates that they pick because that's ultimately going to be they're going to carry out the agenda they want to carry out anyway. Now that is awesome. I never seen something like that.
Oh, that's cool, man. I saw actually saw an interesting video, man. It says, "Why do black Christians vote for Obama?"
I seen that too, and I was like, "What? That doesn't even make sense." But I mean, I agree. I mean, you got to look at it from. I'm gonna look at it from the person who just doesn't look up information like that. Black people gonna vote for black people. That's just how that's gonna happen. Just because.
Well, the nigga that looks black.
Yeah, or the person that looks black. He's black. He's black and white. Maybe he's Saudi Arabian. I don't know what he is.
He's actually
he's created an underground Area 51 somewhere.
The homie broke down his heritage, and he's like less than a quarter black. But
okay,
you're right. Black people will vote for the darkest person, pretty much.
That's just how they gonna roll. They've been oppressed for many years. Well, we have been oppressed for many years. Still is. So if they see a skin tone, there's a difference between somebody carrying between another skin tone, then yeah, they'll end up choosing black. Is it right? Of course not. It's not right at all. But that's how uneducated sometimes we can be. But is that by design? That's a question you should actually go look up.
I mean, it's even, but the video had some interesting points, man. Like Obama supports a lot of things that the Bible denounces. Still, black Christians are rallying support, whole fundraisers for this man. It's like we don't give a shit about his policies. We just we got one, pretty much.
Dang, what's going on with September, bro? That's when all the babies are made in September, bro.
Well, September is the 9th month, and a lot of people, get their fuck on in January. New Year's resolutions to have a baby, or they get their fuck on New Year's night.
Yeah, nigga, fuck some, nigga. Around September. Nah, anyway. What was you just saying? About the, you just said something at the very end that I wanted to say something, but I just sidetracked.
We feel like we just pretty much, so we got to support him, whatever he does.
I hate when they was doing that, too. Yeah, we finally got one of us in there. Hey, he is not one of us.
He is not one of us, nigga.
Like, have you noticed that the first couple of months they was not, hey, man, he doing nigga stuff? Nah, he ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing to benefit us at all. He giving away money to who? He making everything bad. That's what he doing. But, this is our president. He ain't doing nothing no different than any other president would do. So, carry on, my good sir. Carry on the legacy.
Do what you do, man. I have no say in what politicians do. I mean, you guys are being controlled by a higher power. We're just on the bottom of the pyramid looking up. So, it doesn't really matter to me. Now, to move on to something else, I'm going to segue into more important matters. Down to Mars has officially quit his job. Woo!
Okay. He has not quit
Not
job.
really. But I don't really know Like by the next podcast, we should know. It actually has taken a toll on my health, working full time and going to school and trying to run a company. So I really just don't know. I don't like what's the thing that I really just don't give a shit about right now? Working. So I have a few. You know, I got a little money saved up. You know, so I'm content with not having any income for the next few months. So I don't know.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing I always consider though. Like, you know, my homie Chris said something very important. As long as you got a paycheck coming in, you'll be all right.
Yep.
So at least have some form of income coming in, no matter if it's a job or something else you're doing on the side. Just make sure there's some income coming in.
Well, that's why I'm trying to fall off the ladder at my job. So I'm trying.
You don't want to be totally poor. Cause please, sir, I want some more.
Yeah,
it's definitely around the corner if you don't have enough money saved up. You're gonna be just like Oliver Twist.
I got a little
in
money.
A food line with a bowl.
I got a little money, you know, so it shouldn't be that bad. But I don't know. I just remember a time when I was happier, and that time was when I had like a little small part-time job.
But that lets me bring it to this next. It's not even a segue. It's just it's adding on to that topic.
All right.
When you work in a full-time job, are you supposed to be happy?
Wow, that's
Are you working any job for that matter? I don't think you're supposed to actually be.
You know
happy.
what? Every job that I've ever been at, the people that work the most hours, I don't really see them smile a lot. Like, I don't really see. I talk to them about their personal lives, and they really don't have a personal life. Everything to them is about that particular company or that particular brand, that particular store, or wherever the hell they're working.
Or it's gonna be about their next paycheck, how they gonna spend that.
Oh yeah.
They live in paycheck to paycheck. It's everything is it just the world of working as it currently is. If you don't work for anything that you want to work for, you just work for somebody, it's gonna be pretty terrible.
Yeah,
you're gonna hate your job. You're gonna do little small things to put a crux on your life. Like, hey, I just go to the club on Saturday and we just had the best time, got drunk, everything. Guess what? Everybody does that.
Yeah, everybody does that. And it's back to hell on Monday morning.
Yeah, you're going right back to work. So how about, you step outside of the box and you actually do something that you want to do and you turn that into your job.
Right.
That to me is fully living your life and not living for somebody. Do whatever you want to do, turn it into an art form, start making money out of it.
Yeah, and I've just, that's been going through my mind lately. Like, even before the accident that I had this morning, to pretty much summarize it, I had like I don't know if I had like a mild cardiac arrest or, I don't know, I just woke up and I collapsed. So, and I'm 19, so that in no way is that normal. But, and that's because I have a crazy hectic work schedule. But, that's what I've been thinking about recently. Like, why am I working full time at 19? I mean, I'm pretty much, I live somewhere for free. I save all my money. I don't really spend a lot of money. And I kind of like fucked up in my second semester at school. So, not saying school is important right now, but I look at all my buddies and, I think I do want to get that college experience, at least, a 2 years at a university. Like my buddies are doing shit that I wanted to do. Like, my homie Sarah, she has her own little podcast at the radio station over in UTD. That's the shit I wanted to do.
Yeah, I seen Sarah, bro. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. I was looking at some pictures of her. She looks pretty hot, bro. You should, no, I'm just, I'm just playing, bro.
But Sarah, yes, you are a lovely, lovely, lovely woman. But, yeah, my buddies Derek and Eric, they're all at the universities. They're having fun time. And like me, I mean, you've heard me before. I don't really can give a fuck less about my education, but when I think about it, I was like, I'd rather have a plan B. Like, of course, the plan A is music. That's always been the plan A. But I'd rather have a plan B be something that, I strived for and I had fun getting to, pretty much like college. Like, knock out those 4 years, and if music doesn't work out, I mean, I'm still gonna be creative, but at the same time, if I have to get like a shitty job, hey, at least, I didn't get stuck at this position earlier on, pretty much. Like, that's what I feel like I was doing. I've spent a year, it's been a year since I graduated high school, and I spent this entire year working, and like neglecting everything else. Like, I haven't made a lot of beats, and even the beats that I have made have been best beats I've ever made. So it's like I'm getting better. I just don't have time to cultivate. And as you know, if you want to harvest something, if you want to have a giant, you need time. You know, that's the most important element.
You need that time and dedication. Sometimes you gotta take those risks.
Yeah,
Sometimes risks, taking those certain risks, do break you, because to every part of an equation there is a cause and there is an effect. There is an effect to every cause, I guess, we would say it that way.
Right.
So no matter what you do, there is going to be an effect. Just want to make sure that there's more advantages to what you're doing than there are disadvantages. There's probably going to be disadvantages to everything that you do, but just make sure there's more advantages.
I mean, we can list the advantages and disadvantages. I mean, the advantages of quitting my job or getting reduction in hours are I will correct my health situation. I will increase my output as far as creativity. I mean, those are the advantages. I have more time for school. I won't fuck up this time. The disadvantages, I just won't have a lot of money. And I've been in that situation before. I've been poor my entire life. I'm still poor now. My hours will just be cut in half, so my checks will be cut in half. So I mean, that really shouldn't affect me.
I mean, I wouldn't even talk about to that even respect. I was just saying, you know, just in general. There's for in life, just with any decisions, there's causes and effects. No matter what you do, like you said, you chose to work real hard the entire year, and the effect of all of that was pretty much, you know, your health. Of course, you have money, but it's your health. It's, you know, you don't have, you know, the catalog of beats, but you do have some beats. So, you know, all there is effects, adverse effects, but then you go to the opposite side of it, you kind of already see the effects of that also. So you just, you know, whatever is more important to you, like, you know, me, I just chose to be like, hey, you know, when I go to work, I don't want to go to work, you know. I don't want to be here. I don't let them know that, though, but I just say, hey, this, you know, just put me on, you know, less hours as you can, just enough so I can pay my bills. And I just want to make music for the rest of the day. That's pretty much it.
The position I want to be in. Like, I just want to make enough to pay my bills. And right now, my bills are minuscule, you know, Mighty Mouse, tiny. So give me tiny hours. You know, I don't want to be at this institution. And I kind of figured that out when I was there last night. I said, man, I really don't want to be here right now. Like, I don't want to be here so much. It's just reflecting in my demeanor. Somebody segue, but we had this new girl at work, man. She was on her period, and her shit was smelling like straight up motherfucking. I mean, it was smelling like
magic carps.
Magic carps, bro. Like flounder, bro. You know, it smelled so bad when she left.
You look like that nigga, bro.
I like an Asian nigga crunching his face up. But when she left, I mean, she left hours before I got there. The smell was everywhere. And she was on and I knew it was her because she was on this register, and I had to work by this register for like 2 hours. My boss comes up and is like, ew, you smell that? And I said, you know, I thought I was the only one who smelled that. What is that? It smelled like some dry piss. I said, and I was like, yo. And I found out later from somebody else, like, yo, son, she been on her thing all day.
Now, this is still a funny story, because I remember only time when me and Terrence was actually working together, like we was actually working, same area, same place in the back. I ain't gonna tell you the job, but we was working. And this nigga Terrence, anyway, this nigga basically, I know this nigga said his stomach was hurting earlier that day or something, but that nigga was real quiet. So I was like, yeah, this nigga finna let loose any moment now. So I'm just, you know, we sitting quiet for a minute, but I ain't heard nothing. So I'm like, shoot, I guess that nigga didn't do nothing. And then I looked at that nigga, you know, talking about that nigga